And welcome to the No Assembly Required podcast, a podcast where we talk about nothing. We entertain you weekly, except for next week, on Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And now welcome your trio of hosts, starting with Romina's Revenge, Audrey Ember, and of course, your Dark Lord of the Interwebs, Roberto Blake. Welcome to the No Assembly Required podcast, filmed in front of a live YouTube audience.
Wow. All right, Roberto, what are these toxic birds?
Okay, so do you guys want to jump right into that, or do you guys want to catch up?
I want to know. I'm curious.
Wow. See, Audrey doesn't even care about us anymore. She is just here.
That's why she's Audrey Ember.
I just care about the toxic birds. That seems like something we should be worried about.
Audrey, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing Seek Discomfort merch. But mine is broken, so you can't even see the letters.
Seek to comfort?
Seek discomforts. Yes, you can't even see the letters because I got a faulty one. But
oh Lord! And the thing is, it looks like it's supposed to be cozy. So why seek discomfort when it's looking cozy as hell? Like
you can be cozy while seeking discomfort.
That makes no sense.
How? No, Roberto, wait.
While you're doing something uncomfortable, you have to wear the most comfortable clothes, so it's a little balanced out, you know.
But then you're not seeking discomfort; you're seeking comfort.
I'm not seeking to be uncomfortable, as in the clothes I wear.
So then, why is it called seek discomfort?
Do you know Yes Theory?
Yeah, but I don't know about their brand.
It's just like pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. It's not necessarily.
I understand. Okay, I understand the Yes Theory brand. I just don't understand. I didn't know that they had a clothing brand called Seek Discomfort.
Their merch is actually pretty cool.
Okay, y'all are very
Roberto, have you learned anything? Okay. Can we look?
Their merch is pretty good for YouTube merch. I'm not lying. Why do you guys not believe me?
Okay, so these poisonous birds. Okay, so there is a newly, I guess, discovered species of poisonous bird, or it's like made its way to America somehow. It's typically in New Guinea. It's called the hooded patui, I think. Pita hui. Yeah, the hooded Pita hui. The hooded Pita hui, native to New Guinea. It was long thought to be a whistler, but is now known to be in the Old World Oriolende family. And basically, this is a toxic as hell bird. This bird, its feathers excrete a neurotoxin that essentially could paralyze you. This is all right, so we have murder hornets. We got murder hornets. We've got a raging pandemic, still for some reason, despite having a vaccine now. And now we have poisonous birds.
Right.
This planet is done with us.
They're not. I thought it said they were endangered, but they're not at all. They're in the least concern category.
Yeah, it has the same family of toxin as the
same energy, Audrey.
The golden poison frog of Colombia, if you're familiar with that. It's it's a neurotoxin. And it's poisonous birds, the first documented poisonous birds. And now we have these, and it looks like they've made their way to the mainland. So great. Nature is done with us. Nature just wants to kill us. Earth wants to kill us all.
Maybe they have a good reason.
What?
I don't blame the planet, not gonna lie.
It's finally figuring out what to do about the parasites, huh? Is that what you're going with? It's figuring out how to get that colon cleansed.
It's having a juice cleanse. But we're the
parasites.
Yep.
Did you just a juice cleanse? You just described what would be the apocalypse for humans as a juice cleanse.
I think it's more like an enema, but
a juice cleanse. All right, how long have you been in Los Angeles?
Earth is like, yeah, you know what? LA's getting to Ember. LA's getting to Ember for real though.
Juice cleanse. Oh my god.
I knew what juice cleanses were before I moved here.
Yeah, you know, if you really want to go green and everything like that, you gotta end the humans. You know, that's how you go green and everything like that.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it's like if you want to save the Earth, you have to end the humans. That's the only way. It's the only way. That's what you got to do.
You guys will be in trouble.
Oh, not me. I mean, I'm more machine than man.
Wait a second.
I'm more machine than man.
What do you mean?
I'll be fine.
What do you mean you guys are going to be... What does that mean?
What?
Excuse me?
I didn't hear that.
Oh, no. You said that very clearly.
Nah, I'm going to go up with...
Romina.
Nah, I'm going to go up... If
She's
anything...
trying to get rid of us, Roberto.
Nah, if anything, I'm going to go up in space
with Jeff. This is ageism.
See, the thing is, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand the reason that I'm Jeff Bezos' white knife is I'm gonna go up into space with Jeff and the homies while the rest of you are done.
Wait, what? Why are you talking? Wait. Why is that happening?
Because if the Earth is gonna cleanse the humans, if the Earth is gonna have this juice cleanse of the humans, right? If the Earth is gonna do this juice cleanse of the humans, then I'm going up with Jeff and the homies into space when it goes down, and then come back for the resettlement. Come back for round 2.
Bro, what about me?
You're a space head. You know, I'm sure you can figure it out.
I know all the lyrics to Jeffrey Bezos by Bo Burnham.
Look, I'll save you a seat. Shit. I'll save you a seat on the Ark, Romina. How's that?
Thank you.
Have you guys seen the 100?
What's that?
Have you guys seen the 100?
Yeah, I watched almost every episode of it. Yeah.
No.
This is reminding me of that when you said the Ark.
Yeah. It's like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just go up and
that's just not, because they were dying quite a bit.
I mean, I'm a savage. I'll be fine. It's like one crew, man. Let's go.
Audrey, what are you doing over there? You sound like a dishwasher.
I'm just like, I'm a savage. I'll be fine.
Audrey's over there just like, she's like the Blue Man Group. She's just making music with her.
I'm going to keep going with my painting I did 2 weeks ago. And then I covered up with this.
You mean the yin and yang? Or the Starbucks cookie? That's what we established, was that it was the Starbucks cookie.
Those are not Starbucks cookies. They're from a certain city.
Is it not in Starbucks that you can get them?
Yeah, but they're from like originally a city. Somewhere in the US.
Regardless, you can get them at Starbucks. That makes them the Starbucks cookie. Roberto's like,
I ordered Tin Lizzies, so that's gonna be coming for me.
Roberto, let me ask you something.
It's Thursday. It's not Tuesday, but I still had to have tacos, so that's how it is.
Right, Thursday tacos. It's fine. Question. Mm-hmm. So this bird.
Yep.
Where did you hear about this? A, where did you hear about this? And B,
Omni, one of my favorite YouTubers, Omni, covered it when he was covering the news the other day. And I'm like, oh, great. One more thing to have anxiety about. Fantastic.
On what scale of like panic should we be? Is this like murder hornet panic? Or is this like,
I think you need to define what that means though.
So, okay, the same toxin has only been previously found in the
bomb shelter panic. Like what?
The toxin that this thing emits has only ever also been seen in the poison dart frogs of Colombia. So that's like not good.
So, like, what are they going to do? Like flap on you? Like, why? Like, what are the chances of this actually impacting humans? You know. Because you said it spreads from like their wings and stuff, so just keep your distance. Unless they're like aggressively batting their wings at you, should be fine.
Again, feathers, they molt and everything like that. I mean, so you could just like, somebody might think, or a kid might think, oh, cool, pretty feather, and then oh shit, neurotoxin, I'm paralyzed now. Oh, and now shit's getting up into me. So yeah. You don't want to sit there and like be paralyzed by the side of the road or in the woods or nothing like that. That's probably not a good thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah.
Romina, remember we went kayaking, Roberto, and we picked up a feather in the water. For some reason, I'm just thinking.
Well, see, there you go. And then it's like you're like every one of you would have been paralyzed in the middle of the freaking lake. That's probably not a good look. It's probably not a fun time. It's like, oh, I can't kayak now. I can't paddle now. Oh, this paddle just dropped out of my numb hands. Oh, wow. I'm like, oh,
What would you put on your gravestone for that one?
Yeah, that like the sound of you drowning. Like, yeah.
That's what you sound like when you drown,
You
Roberto?
put all that and just like drowned.
Like, I mean, I guess like
Bird.
you know what you put on your headstone in that one? It's like you win, Darwin.
Oh, you know what we should do though is play the Oregon Trail with the three of us.
God, that takes me back.
Play the text-based version.
The what?
Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail.
Learning education PC game before you were born.
Okay.
Kind of like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Again, something from before you were born.
Yeah, why are you giving her that reference? It's not gonna. Is there a modern day reference?
In the world is Carmen Sandiego. Like, damn, takes me back.
Is there a?
It's from back in the day. It's like old stuff, Audrey, like from the Reading Rainbow era, something you are aware of but really didn't get to.
She doesn't know about the Reading Rainbow.
I think she knows the phrase Reading
Rainbow. She made huge eyeballs right now. She doesn't know.
Audrey Ember. If you don't know who LeVar Burton is, National Treasure LeVar Burton.
She's making
We're gonna have a problem here.
All right. You know what? I thought I could make it to episode 100 of this podcast.
What episode are we on?
84.
Oh, dang.
Is it 84 or is it 85?
84.
Okay, yeah. It's
unless I made a mistake at some point down the line, but I don't think I have.
You got it. I think you got it.
I don't think that there is a comparison for the Oregon Trail.
Maybe this beacon, but you wouldn't know about that.
Yeah, but I think like as like a comparison of what it is, it literally just is a trail game. So you're going on a trail and you have to make it all the way to Oregon.
Fun.
Like from one side of the country to the other in wagons.
Have you guys played that bus simulator game?
No, that does sound interesting, but
I haven't either.
Way to change the topic, Audrey.
Audrey, did you see there was a Nintendo Direct today?
A what?
Nintendo Direct. You don't know about Nintendo Direct?
No.
It's when Nintendo announces all the new shiz.
Oh, what'd they announce?
They announced the
Pokemon Go 3.
Uh-oh, did he freeze for you?
Yep.
Okay, he's frozen for me too.
No, I want to know what Nintendo announced.
I think you'll just never know, Audrey.
No.
So while he's gone, he's back.
Chrome crashed.
See, y'all playing. You should just be using Firefox, but
I probably should. To be honest with you, it's probably better for memory, but yeah.
No. Oh, actually, Chrome's pretty intense.
You backtracked that one real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, right? All right. Continue with your Nintendo.
Yeah, but like, so they announced that basically all the old Sega Genesis stuff is now going to be available in Nintendo Online on the Switch Online expansion, and the same thing for all the old N64 games too.
That's cool.
Yeah, they also announced a new Kirby 3D platforming game. They announced let's see, what was it? There was like some kind of update to Mario Party, and they announced well, we already knew Metroid Prime is coming next month, so thank God, but yeah. So there's some cool stuff. There's a new Monster Hunter coming out. So yeah, so good stuff.
Nice.
Splatoon 3, if you care about that.
That's an old game.
Splatoon?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Like,
what?
yeah, I mean, it was a Switch exclusive release, and they've done Splatoon 2, and now they're doing Splatoon 3.
Okay. I don't know why I thought that was an older game.
And they've got some like new DLC for Animal Crossing coming.
Oh god. I played Animal Crossing.
Justine got me onto Animal Crossing. I didn't I didn't do much with it though. I wasn't I played. I wasn't super into it. I was more into Harvest Moon, to be honest with you.
I feel like I would have liked Animal Crossing during the pandemic. Or, I mean, still happened. But
if you'd gotten to it at the peak of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just so time consuming. You have to wait days. I'm going to forget by tomorrow. I'm going to forget to go back tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, fun stuff. Crypto is coming back. I mean, do we want to talk about the Ever
Wait, I had my B question that I never got to ask because you interrupted me.
Sure.
So I asked firstly where you heard about it, which you already answered regarding the bird. And then B, what prompted you to want to talk about it?
I just thought the angle. I just think the angle that there's basically a real life Pokemon running around in the wild and everything that is a flying poison type would be interesting. And I thought it's interesting the angle because sometimes we talk about how nature's scary, like when we talked about the jaguar that ate the crocodile.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes we talk about nature being scary, and so it was I thought we could get some good jokes out of it, and about the Earth wanting to take us out.
Yeah, but I will say
shiz just to take us out.
Yeah, but I will say I appreciate nature and I love nature, and I don't really consider it scary so much as something to be respected and admired and to learn about.
2020, we had a damn eagle decide it was going to carry a shark. We were in Sharknado territory.
And you know what? I think that's to be respected.
We had
admired.
Square dancing fire tornadoes in the Midwest. I'm not even joking. We had square dancing fire tornadoes in the Midwest, Wrath of God style. It's geez, man. Come on, man.
Bruh.
Man, 2020 was wild. 2020 was which one of you freakers opened the hell mouth? Yeah, which one of you effers opened the hell mouth? Which one of you? Was it?
You'd think maybe the murder hornets and these murder toxic birds can fight it out.
These angry birds?
We can only have one toxic flying species.
There can only be one. So it's so basically you've got some wannabe Pidgeotto here going up against freaking Beedrills.
Yeah.
Pokemon Gen 1 reference. Pidgeotto's a poison type now. Pidgeotto
I was very
toxic.
disappointed. I found out that Infernape is not a Gen 1, and I'm very
Are you serious that you didn't know that? My God, Ember.
I thought he was.
Pokemon trainer.
I thought he was.
Does she look like a Pokemon trainer? Look at her. She looks like a Pokemon is what she looks like.
What?
You don't get to set foot on the
She's the one who's got to be captured and put in a little Pokeball.
You do not get to fight the Elite Four. Do not pass go. Do not seek Indigo Plateau.
All right.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
No, 200 Pokeyen.
I was really disappointed. Now I'm just getting roasted.
It's like we're sending you back to Pallet Town.
No.
Oh. If you were a Pokemon, what Pokemon would you be? I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon.
There's a lot of choices here.
Yeah, but I guess
just Dodrio, so I can just be a little thumb in the earth.
No, that's. Oh my God, are you serious? Dodrio Dodrio is the bird with 3 heads. You're thinking
No,
Trio.
what's the little thumb one?
Doug Trio,
Doug-
which evolves
oh God,
from
I'm
Diglett, Gen 1. Like you said, Dodrio,
I'm
the
sorry,
bird type.
I got them mixed up. They
bird
sound
type
so
trio
similar.
Pokemon. Oh my lord.
I'll be the thumb in the earth, the singular thumb.
The thumb in the earth. That sounds like some kind of colloquialism. Like the thumb of the earth, you know?
Maybe it
No,
is.
you get to be a Caterpie.
Oh, what?
What?
Caterpie.
Why are you telling her what she gotta be, man? She wants to be. She wants to be the thumb of the earth.
Pokemon wrong. She doesn't
Wow.
get to choose because she got the Pokemon wrong.
Wow, that's pretty harsh, man. That's pretty harsh. We're talking about a hypothetical situation here, and you're not even letting her hypothetically choose.
I am Arceus. I am a harsh but fair Pokemon god.
I'd actually probably be Ninetales.
So which is it, Audrey?
No, I'll stay with the thumb. It's all good.
Obviously not, because Roberto's not going to let you.
What?
Arceus commands it.
Can I be Magikarp?
I'm going.
I will allow it.
Yeah, I guess I could. I'm gonna go with basic Pikachu.
You can't do that.
Why not? I let you. Hello, I was defending you when you were all like, "I want to be the thumb of the earth," and then I say I want to be Pikachu, and you're all like, "No."
Would you choose to evolve to Raichu?
No, I just want to be basic Pikachu.
At least it's a little bit more original than Pikachu.
I'm sorry, excuse me? Look, I prefaced it by saying it was basic.
Fight for the amusement of your Pokemon god, Arceus.
I said it was going to be basic, all right? So y'all can't say that you didn't expect it. Secondly, I just think that Pikachu's personality really matches mine, and that's really why I chose it.
Yeah.
Unless sometimes I am Snorlax. So
I could see that.
I feel like Snorlax in the evenings.
It's a solid.
Chilling.
Sometimes around like 4 p.m. But on most days I'm Pikachu.
What's that one that's just a blob?
There's Ditto. Well,
Ditto.
I think she's talking about Ditto.
Wobbuffet. You could be Wobbuffet.
I'll be Ditto.
I think she's talking about Ditto.
Okay.
That way I can change my mind all the time.
That's fair.
Your
god Arceus will allow it.
Well, I kind of.
Roberto, you didn't answer the question.
Yeah, I did. I said I would be Arceus.
He's Arceus.
Pokemon god.
Who's Arceus?
Arceus is the Pokemon god of creation.
Oh god.
Of course he did, because he's
you could
a dictator.
Dialga are the gods of time and space.
Oh, not this
Giratina is of the distorted dimension, and Arceus sits above all. Groudon or Kyogre are over land and sea. So it's like, so I'll be Arceus, above all, the one above all.
Did you guys RT or tweet?
No, hold on.
Arceus, the one above all.
Also, please follow us on Twitter at NoAssemblyPod. We announce when we go live, and we also post memes once a year.
Hell yeah.
Audrey, what are you drawing there? Walk us through your drawing.
And on occasion, the audio podcast is actually updated.
Oh, snap.
I seriously have been... I think about it literally all the time, and I just have not...
Thinking about it does not get it posted.
I know. There's no excuse besides I've just been a maniac.
But for real, are you like overwhelmed with work stuff?
Yes.
You want to tell us what's up?
What's going on with that?
I mean, it's just a lot. Like, my mom's also visiting soon, so that plus Vid Summit is kind of stressing me out.
What about it? How can we help?
I'm looking for an assistant editor. Dude, did I tell you guys about the guy who sent me a message and his username was whack? I think I told Romina.
I don't recall this.
What was it?
So I haven't had time to even go through the people yet, but
Right.
this one guy sent me a DM, and his username is thinking about homicide. I was like,
oh no. Oh no.
Why are you? What? I have a lot of thoughts about people pitching themselves. I feel like
Okay, but did he send a reel? Did he send a portfolio or a reel?
He didn't send anything either, so it was a double no for me.
Oh yeah, he disqualified himself completely.
So what did he just say? He just said, "Hi, I want to apply."
I saw you were looking for an assistant editor. I was like, delete. Bye. Thinking about homicide. Sorry, didn't make the cut.
Maybe he's just a scene kid, Audrey.
I'm just learning a lot about what not to do, because I've gotten both sides where people send me nothing or people send me essays, and I'm like, I can't read essays, and I don't want to have to ask you all these questions to just get a portfolio link.
You know what's my favorite one? My favorite one is when I've tweeted out about looking for some kind of position. Mm-hmm. I've gotten people sending me a DM or sending me an email that just says something like "hello," or
nice,
or like "how are you?"
Yeah,
right. Like somebody I don't know, right, saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
dude, I get that all the time, even with like brands or other channels that want to collab. They're like, "Hi, love your channel, let's collab." That's it. I'm like,
at least that has a call to action a little bit.
They don't
like
link
it's
to their thing. Like,
no, I know, but at least that says what their intent behind their DM is, right? I'm talking about the people who just like straight up say hello.
As
and
well
like
as
I
people
wait,
who can't follow instructions.
I'm waiting there, and I'm like, okay, hello, what? Hello, what? Because I don't know you. What do you want,
Cindy? What is it? It's the worst when they just put their first name too, and there's like no signature.
Look,
to sleuth this.
I think. Look. We don't want to belittle people who are out there doing their job searching stuff, but guys, if you're out there looking for work right now, please be descriptive and don't waste anybody's time.
To the point as fast as possible.
Because literally, there's so many people who are submitting to the position that it makes it hard to sift through it. And you could have a really great portfolio or resume, and then I miss it because there's just all these other. Yeah, exactly. So.
No, I think I told you, Romina, this. Someone sent me an email and it was like an entire essay, and I was just skimming it, and I saw a line that was like, 3 years ago, I had to move back home to take care of my sick mother, and I was like, I'm like, that's awful, but
why is that relevant?
Why? This was about the assistant editor position. Like, why are we sending, like entire 3 giant paragraphs? So yeah, that's something we could talk about, because now I am being
so I mean, I can talk about this because I've been talking about this quite a bit. It's like, I've always said that one of the problems is not a lack of opportunity, it's more of a deficit of talent. Like, and I'm like, there's so much opportunity. There's people who want people to do work, but the thing is, what they don't want is there's no reason to roll the dice on somebody when you're paying for high stakes. And now there's a culture of refusing to work for free and show your worth and to make your bones and do stuff like that. And people don't even know how to pitch themselves properly. Everyone wants opportunity. Everyone says that they should be paid for their time. They can't even fill out an application properly, follow directions, put together a reel, put together a portfolio. But people also are so entitled that they refuse to work for free as a rookie with someone they don't have a relationship with. That's like when there are services out there of established people, there's relationships that are established. There are ways to get these things done. And there are people you're competing in a market of qualified people, and you're asking for money. If you don't have any experience, you don't have a body of work, or you're not very experienced, or you're green, you have to be a little humble and willing to hustle. Like, well, I can't afford to do that or to work for free. Well, that's not the problem of anybody who needs work done that's willing to give you a chance. versus if they.
I think that's what it comes down to.
Everyone's
Is like
time is not worth it. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but it's just the truth. It's because they could just
and I mean, you just said it right now, which is like somebody needs work done. It's really it's not a charity. It's not like it's not out of the kindness of their hearts that they're trying to employ someone. No, it's that they're trying to get from A to B, and they want to give somebody money in exchange to help them get from A to B. And that's really all it is. And so if you are not getting responses back, if you are not getting the kind of response that you want from your
I was picking out like the negative ones. Like I haven't gone through all of them. There are definitely a couple that are actually really good.
Oh, I'm sure.
But these are the people who will always then find But this is also people keep coming up with every reason they were turned down, and every reason it's not their fault, and it won't occur to them that it was the way they pitched or presented, the way they branded themselves with like a meme name or like something that makes them look suspicious or untrustworthy or something like that, or the fact that their body of work is not professional. It's all just things they did purely for fun that aren't reflective of being taken seriously by someone who has stakes and a reputation. Like people are not being thoughtful, but they'll be so angry and so desperate and so, I deserve opportunities, I deserve this, or I must be being discriminated against, or all these things. And I'm not saying it's impossible that some people are filtered out, but a lot of it really comes down to people did not do the bare minimum to give themselves a fighting chance to get opportunities. And there are people that are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and they're making clients feel secure and good. Like no one respects another human being's dollar anymore. And I'm just like frustrated with it, of the fact that no one respects somebody else's money the way they respect their own.
Yeah.
That's not being thoughtful. That's not being fair, but everybody thinks that they're deserving of something. Everybody thinks that they're deserving, but no one's willing to earn it.
Excuse me? Always got me center of attention. I'm kidding. No, I agree. There's also like, I'm just going to keep pointing out the negative ones because this is like what not to do. I feel like the what to do is pretty obvious. It's just like send the links, say something concise about your level of experience, and then move on. Another thing I've seen is people will be like, I don't have that much experience, but like, give me a shot, basically.
And the answer to that is, are you willing to work for free?
Show me your portfolio.
And are you willing to work for free? Because again, if you're taking a shot and you don't have experience, why are you asking for money? Well, I need money and everything. That's not the person's problem. You need opportunity. Do you need an opportunity or do you need money?
I think when people say like, I don't have much experience, give me a shot, to me, I think there are certain situations where you can get experience that don't require potentially wasting or being like taking too much time out of like the, like if I'm hiring someone, I have expectations.
Yes.
You can build a portfolio by like working for free, making your own stuff, making example videos that don't even have to be real, but you can still put them on your portfolio.
Or doing something as a fan.
Yeah. So there's so many options to like grow and improve your skill to the point where you could get hired by someone.
I hired and paid people who came to me as fans and showed me what they could do because they eliminated my risk. They They didn't waste my time. They gave me something cool. I had to pay $0, give zero instructions, have zero anxiety. That then got my attention. They were able to get my attention, not make demands or ask of me, not, represent a risk to me, not waste my time, not waste my money, not frustrate me, not like do anything to make me anxious. That's important. And that's like, all right, because again, I could go to friends, I can go to previous vendors, I can go to agencies. I have the relationships and the resources. I don't know that I need a stranger. That's the thing. If I have resources and relationships, I don't know that I need a stranger. I could reach out to people in my network and say, hey, who's your guy? Who's your gal? Who do you hire? Who's the best? I could like, even if I need new talent that I don't know, thank you. Even if I need new talent that I don't know, I could get that through my network of people and say, who do you trust? I don't have to roll the dice. If you're asking me to roll the dice, you got to lower the risk for me and the stakes because that's not an unreasonable ask. But if you're the situation is, well, I can't afford to work for free. Well, then maybe you're not a good fit for trying to get to higher levels of opportunity. And you need to take the work that you can get at the experience level that you're at. like maybe that's how it is. And I don't think that that's stuck up to say. I think that it's, again, you have to respect the person. You have to respect the other person's wallet and the other person's time. It's that simple.
Yeah. So the process is difficult, basically. I haven't even really had time to look into it. So I guess I can keep you guys updated, but
what's it like? Did it change your mind about anything or give you empathy now being on the other side? Because you've been a freelancer before, but now that you're on the other side, what's like, you know, I mean, you told us what that's like, but does it like make you think or feel differently?
yeah, I mean, I think it's just hard to get like the first step out. Like there's so many people who are trying to like just get one thing going, because a lot of time that one thing leads to the next thing, blah, blah. So I definitely feel bad when I see messages of people being like, I don't have that much experience, but like, give me a shot, because I understand that like you just, you know, maybe they are at the level where they feel like if they could do something, they do a good job and then they'd be able to go from there. But I think it doesn't really matter if you still have a lack of preparation in how you present yourself. You can wish all you want, it's just not going to work out, even if you do have a lot of talent. And I mean, I remember even when I was in college, like always hearing Peter preach about Squarespace, like in his Squarespace advertisements and his videos that were like all the time about how important it is to have a portfolio and blah, blah, blah. Like it literally still is super important. So I don't know. That's like the main thing. If someone sends me a link, it's interesting because I obviously have my own website that I use when I send my portfolio to people. But I think looking at it from the other way, it's making me rethink my own website, because I'm like, oh, that stood out to me on theirs. I should change mine to be more like this, or oh, I didn't really like that. I'm gonna see if mine gives off the same vibe somehow. So
that's
I don't
a good
know.
lesson. That's a good lesson of learning. Okay, if this stood out to me in the process of vetting someone else, am I doing something similar? Or even if something was good, could I do something similar? If something's bad, maybe I stop doing that.
So it's been interesting, but I haven't been able to focus on it yet as much as I should. So I'll definitely have more updates soonish. Probably after Vid Summit.
Let me ask an interesting, if not somewhat loaded question. What do y'all feel about like the pay gap in creators when it comes to like brand deals? Not because of brands saying like what they would think, but like I feel it's because like a friend of mine was even messaging me about this, that creators pitched like of a similar whatever size for a similar project, pitched anything from $500 to $3,000 per video on a project, all of like similar sizes as channels. Then like we hear so much about like pay gaps with creators for all these different reasons, but I've always, as you know, my stance has always been it's down to creators pitching and negotiating skills and their savvy. And then what my friend here is saying is reflecting it. She's saying that the wage gap is a serious problem when negotiating. I don't think it is. I think it's just reflective of individuals. Because again, I did a workshop on this weekend, teaching creators how to pitch and negotiate and how to price themselves. But it's down to an individual. I don't think there should be industry standards, because we're not cookie cutter. This is not us doing a standard corporate America job. Our channels, our audience, our relationship, our creativity, our execution, our personality is all so varied that why would we get the same amount of pay for the same stats, views, subscribers, which we can't even guarantee?
I think there's too many variables to be able to really have a standardized set of rates.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't think that there is a pay gap. I think it's a matter of how well you can negotiate, and then also what is the value that you place on your time spent.
The value of being a content creator, right? The value of being a content creator is escaping all of the conventions of the traditional workplace, all of those downsides, and being able to choose your own destiny and have control, right? So why is it every time we look around, you see these loud groups of creators wanting to treat what is an escape from tradition. They want to keep treating it like a traditional way. They keep talking about, oh, I got demonetized. That's wage theft. Or what about lost wages? You don't get paid wages. You're not getting wages. You're not a W-2 employee. Well, what about some kind of universal creator income? It's like, this is not traditional employment. Where you talk about, oh, let's unionize. You're decentralized. That's the entire, like, it's decentralized. That's what, like, why, how, like, there's no standards. Like, why would there be, like, you see what I'm saying? It's like, you keep trying to put a square peg in a round hole when the entire point was that we didn't fit in the regular world. Why are you trying to then enforce the rules of the regular world? You're missing the entire point at that by doing that. You get what I'm saying? Why continue to compare it to a 9-to-5 job, and why try to recreate the stability of a 9-to-5 job? But the entire point was to escape everything of the 9-to-5 job and embrace the chaos.
Embrace the chaos. That should be the slogan for all creators.
You woke up today and you chose chaos. Yeah.
I feel like sometimes though there might be like some, because if a creator isn't as experienced with negotiating, they still could be like given a lower rate or something if the people at the company just for whatever reason don't believe that they'll do as good of a job or something.
Well, I think the problem is, again, most creators, most places will ask the creator what to set their price. And you know this because like we've had conversations about this and where I've like, because like, remember there was a situation where like you were gonna like say X on a project and I was like, oh, X for more than that, but like you'd have to be able to reach out to somebody possibly with more experience if you don't have it yourself to tell you that kind of thing. Or again, you could watch my content or take one of my workshops or something. But the whole thing is to some extent, you then hear all these articles come out where people talk about, oh, I think that I got charged less because my counterpart got more and everything like that. It's like, you're literally not the same. Well, we have the same sub count. It's like meaningless. You don't have the same audience. You don't have the same views. You don't have there is no one-to-one with creators. So why are people mad that they're not getting the same, what they feel is the same treatment, when the whole point of being a creator is you're not the same as anybody else. You're unique. You're a freak of nature among other freaks of nature. Why would there be any standard in your pay and your outcomes? It makes no sense to want that because
different niches have different, there's some niches that are more lucrative than others just based on the audience. So
it's even people saying, well, I'm in the same niche. Or like, being in the same niche does not mean you make the same content and you don't have the same audience and you don't have the same views. What if like your audience, what if more of someone's audience is in America than yours? Or like, okay, are you closed captioning your videos the same as the other person and paying for closed captioning and everything like that? You do not have the same person's analytics, but all what someone will say is like, oh, well, I'm not getting the same pay as this person as a content creator for brand deals, so something must be wrong. No, maybe it's not. Maybe you need to consider you're not the same. You get what I mean?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense because it's so different.
Yeah, I'm like, I think what I'm getting at is I feel like in the creator space, I'm seeing everyone try to enforce their political ideology onto the industry. And I think I'm seeing that across a lot of industries, but I'm seeing it in the creator space a lot lately because I guess of just like reasons and because creative people tend to, have certain other things that they believe in. But it doesn't make any sense to me because it's like, this is like pure individualism and pure meritocracy. Why would you try to throw conformity into creativity and into a creative space? It doesn't make any sense. Because ultimately, when we talk about the politics of equity and equality, we're talking about standardization and we're talking about equality of outcome. Equality of outcome would be antithetical to artist because artists are individually unique and are supposed to be like non-duplicatable. So if you are unique and individual and non-duplicatable and your value is non-duplicatable, you have unique intrinsic value as an artist, why expect the same outcome as somebody else? I've not been able to wrap my head around where the thought of enforcing that idea and grafting it onto this space. I don't understand it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Shoot.
I heard this line in a commercial, and it's a question. It is a question, but I heard this line in the commercial.
Mm-hmm.
On the path to succeed, does somebody always have to fail?
No, that's silly.
Well, I think, okay, I'm phrasing it wrong. It's on the path of your success, does somebody else always have to fail?
No, I have to fail. That's what a guarantee is. To succeed, I have to fail. That's a guarantee.
Right. No, but
That's
the question is, in order for you to succeed,
Not
does somebody
necessarily.
else have to fail?
Why would that be true?
Because then that would mean that everybody would succeed.
Everybody can succeed if we look at what individual success looks like, because nothing is stagnant. For one thing, with money circulates. So that means we won't run out. It circulates. It's an exchange of value. Everybody winning would mean everyone's exchanging value with another. It's circular. You don't need to hold on to money indefinitely. You're exchanging it for value in terms of experiences, resources, things you want to have, so on and so forth. And you can always create more value for another person and therefore have more money. Someone can always create more value for you. The circle will keep going. It can be perpetual. There's no reason for it not to be.
What if you're racing?
Racing is more, I was a track and cross country runner. It is about me beating my best time that I'm capable of. It's not necessarily about me beating you.
But if we're in a race,
that's just an outcome. My success is me beating my last time. It's not better for me to beat you and be slower than I was last week.
So then if that is your success,
it's not better to beat you and be slower than I was last week.
If that is your definition of success, then what is the word for the person who gets first place?
First place.
No, those are two words.
Got him.
Got your hat.
Leader. Like first place. Okay, fine.
Leader?
You're a leader.
But nobody says leader. They say
You're
winner.
You're best. Could just be best. So what? The thing that matters is,
yeah, but then what about all the other people who didn't get to third?
Did they beat their previous best time?
Yeah, but they didn't win.
So what?
So that's what I'm saying.
They is improvement.
So that's what I'm saying. They didn't win.
No,
they lost.
That's not like no. If you succeeded, if you became faster, that's what a runner is.
Oh wow! Oh look, he froze. Hey, does that just default me as the winner? I think so.
No.
Audrey, what do you think about this?
I think everyone who doesn't win is the loser.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't.
Did you hear what you said?
I don't care about, like, I mean, you have to understand something, but this is my perspective, because here's my thing. People who think like that, the only way to be in my...
All right, wait.
I have a better.
You want to talk about winners and losers? The only way to actually be a loser is to give a shit about what other people think.
I think we can all win.
You can't change it up like that now. You just said now.
I was just stating a definition before. It's not like it's not
right. So that's what I'm saying. But then if everybody wins, then a winner isn't really a winner because everybody's a winner.
No, because you don't need to compare to other people. You don't need to win in reference to other people. You only need to win in reference to yourself.
Listen, I understand that concept. I understand it very well. I'm just speaking like from a devil's advocate point.
I'll
devil's advocate another way. I don't need you to okay, I'm doing the devil's advocate.
But no, you hear me out on this.
I want to hear your opinion.
Like,
wait a second. I have another analogy though. I have another analogy though.
Okay, go for it.
Monopoly.
Okay.
How would you feel, Roberto? Do you feel like you're good at Monopoly?
I will not lose at Monopoly.
Dude, I'm so good at Monopoly.
So what does that mean? You will not lose.
That I will not find myself in a position where I don't have money.
Okay. So then all the other players are not winners. They failed. They did not succeed at the game of Monopoly.
That depends on whether they run out of money or not.
Okay, but if you are the winner of Monopoly, then somebody did fail.
They can play again, right? It's like the thing is,
it doesn't matter if they can play again. It just brings me back to the point.
You're making a one-to-one comparison to how life in the real world actually works, because again, if you don't have to succeed in reference to somebody else, you only have to achieve your own ability. You only have to achieve your own outcomes. You don't have to do it in reference to somebody else.
No, and I understand that.
Because what you're talking about is status games. If you play status games, if anyone plays status games, they've already lost. If you're playing status games, comparing yourself to other people, you've already lost. What you need to do is play money games. Because if you're playing money games, that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with anybody else. Because it doesn't matter if you have more money than someone else, if it's not enough money to use as a tool to achieve your aims. Because you're using money as a tool for freedom or to build something or to acquire the resources to do something. So money is a tool rather than a goal. And that's why you play money games, because status is worthless. Status is worthless. Like being deemed a winner is completely meaningless. Oh, you're deemed the winner. You have the freaking medal around your neck. Oh, a lot of good it does you when I choke you with it. Like that's,
I want to see you say this when I beat you in Monopoly.
You won't though, because I have an unbeatable win condition.
Me too. So we'll see what happens.
I'll get you all beat with my incredible strategy.
Luckily, in your scenario, we're all winners.
That's
right?
what I'll say when I lose.
In the real world in life, everyone can achieve their personal best. And the way they would accomplish that is they would stop playing status games and they'd stop comparing themselves to other people, and they would focus on achieving. They would focus on achieving their win condition. They would focus on living their best life. And that doesn't require you to do that in reference to anybody else. It got nothing to do with you. That's why people are miserable. People are miserable and they take no responsibility for the fact they're miserable because they're playing status games.
Right. Because they didn't get first place.
Well, they're not first. Well, they didn't bother to do the work to be best at anything, because they were to be truly best at anything or be their best at anything.
Well, no, I mean, they feel bad because they didn't get first place. Not because they because they might have beat their own best, but still they didn't get the first place. And so because of that,
they're not respecting their growth.
They're right. Exactly.
And that's why they're not mentally healthy. You know, like
Audrey,
imagine making the most money you've ever made, but you're miserable because someone else has more.
Right, exactly. No, and I agree with you. I was just kind of like, I heard this one line in the commercial and it keeps playing over and over again while I'm watching Star Trek. Audrey, all right, before I go down that rabbit hole, Audrey, what is your strategy for Monopoly?
Being in charge of the bank.
Audrey's strategy is to cheat.
She's gonna steal our money.
Exists in the real world too. All right, we gotta just keep it realistic.
All right, you heard it here first, folks. She's playing some grade A fraud over here.
Realistic, which is what everyone wants, right?
Wow, realistic.
Yeah,
Audrey.
Corruption exists. So
you know my philosophy, right? You know that it's like anyone who has to cheat. Anyone has to cheat at the game wasn't good at it to begin with.
I never claimed I was good.
No, you can't beat a real player.
Keep that clear.
A cheater can't beat a real player because, like, if you have to cheat, you weren't good at the game anyway. There's only so far cheating can get you against somebody who actually has the skill to play the game.
Not if I'm sneaky.
Doesn't matter. You're not like there's no amount of cheating that you can do because you're already not good at the game. There's no amount of cheating you can do to beat somebody who's truly good at the game.
We'll see about that.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out next week.
Oh God!
When you whip out the Switch,
Monopoly, please.
No. Aren't you gonna have a duel?
Oh yeah, I've been training.
Roberto,
I mean,
wait,
I haven't been training
Are
at
you
all.
bringing the
I'm
Switch?
so ready.
Who's bringing the Switch? Who's bringing the Switch?
We each have to bring one.
Oh wait, so what? How are we gonna be using the controllers? Because I'm not really used to the controllers. How are we holding them?
And you're gonna beat him?
Yes.
You don't even know how to hold the thing, and you're gonna beat him?
We can hold them sideways if we're using one, or like both ways if we're
We
using
both
two.
bring a Nintendo Switch. We give
She
each
doesn't
other the
have a
friend
Nintendo.
code.
Do you have a Nintendo Switch? I thought it was your brother's. Audrey.
Oh no, my roommate has one.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were practicing on your brother's. I thought that's what the whole thing was, that you didn't even have a Switch.
No, that was back home.
Okay. I mean, I'm not wrong. You don't have a Switch. You don't own a Switch, but you have one in your...
Because
Yeah.
you have access to
you
one.
have access to one. Right. Okay. All right. So when is this happening? Are we making like a...
I'm just gonna pop up at some point and be like, let's go. So, bro, you better be ready.
Oh my gosh.
any
That's
moment.
so threatening. She's going to pop up with that hoodie, with her fuzzy hoodie. She's going to be like, yo.
She doesn't even know how to hold the controller. She's not gonna she's gonna get destroyed. She's gonna get wrecked.
Okay, if we were playing on Wii, I would be a lot more confident. All right,
I've played on every console that Smash has been on. I was playing this before you were born.
She has a strategy, Roberto. She's gonna play the bank.
I was playing Super Smash Brothers before she was born, and she's gonna be.
No, she's gonna play the referee.
How, like, athletes
she's
retire
gonna play the
when they get
referee.
older?
I haven't peaked yet, and I didn't stop.
I'm just saying. Normally, athletes they retire after a while because the younger ones they come in and they.
I'm Rocky
take them out.
Balboa. Nope.
Man, Audrey is she's on fire today with the ageism.
It's the hoodie.
It's the hoodie. She's protected.
I'm still in my prime, young Ember.
It's her superpower.
Ember, I'm still in my
She's
prime.
got shielding right now.
Hoodie, I'm throwing all the ageism comments.
I'm still in my
Yeah,
prime.
what's next, Audrey? You're gonna ask us when we're gonna get our dentures?
I thought you already had some.
You're not invited to the early bird dinners anymore, Audrey.
No.
You're just jealous of my pearly whites.
Invited from brunch.
Yeah, that was a diss.
Audrey's not invited to brunch anymore, Romina.
I'll sneak in with my
good. More mimosas for us.
Wow. Do you guys want to see my progress?
Yeah, show us. Okay, so you drew the fruit on there.
Yep.
Again, put on top of the black and white thing.
Yep. Now I don't know what to do.
Now you got to do the rest of the thing. What are you going to put in it? What are you going to put in the jar?
In the drawing?
In the jar. What are you going to put in it?
Oh, I'm going to put my paintbrushes in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then make it, continue the drawing outside on the other sides.
I'm going to ruin it if I keep going.
Oh.
No.
Today I am. Because I'm out of ideas.
Did you guys watch, it dropped the other night, Star Wars Visions?
Heck yeah. You didn't see my tweet?
I don't think I did.
I watched the first one. That's all I watched. I didn't watch
watched
any of the other ones.
I watched all of them. They were good.
All right. Well, some of us actually have work to do, so.
Really, Romina? Really, Romina?
Audrey with her dishwasher again.
Some of us don't do toxic productivity and take breaks.
Oh God, I will take some time management tips because that's also been an issue. I feel like I literally have no time. My screen time very low.
We did a whole podcast episode.
I know.
About time management.
I know. I don't think time management's the issue.
I sent you a link to my productivity course.
I know, which I have not had time.
Are you let me ask this. Let me ask this. Do you sit there and do you follow through on working sessions or no?
What do you mean?
Do you sit there? Do you sit there and do you decisively go through and do work, or do you sit there and do you wonder what you're supposed to be doing?
No, normally like right now I'm pretty I have like things I have to do. So there's definitely time where I'm just like, what should I do first? But I don't have a calendar. I'm really bad at like, I'm very sporadic, I guess, with how I work.
You need to not do that. Because you're falling into decision creep and no priorities. You need to be able to dedicate specific time to specific tasks, and the decision is made for you. Prime example is we know that this podcast fits a certain block, so that decision on Thursdays is made for us. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to think about it. Same thing with other certain tasks. Like with me, with my coaching stuff, it's like the decision's made for me. Like Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. The decision's been made for me. So I have a commitment. If
Yeah,
there's
but
not
see, with editing, I feel like it's like, oh, this could take me 4 hours or it could take me 8. I don't really know.
It will take the amount of time that you allow it to, and that's the problem. You're letting it have open-ended time. If you say that you're only allowed to edit for a certain amount of time per day, and you're giving it an allotment, your brain will will work within the time that you allot, and it'll be efficient. If you give someone all day to do something, it will take all day. If you give them 2 hours to do something, it will take 2 hours. If you had a brand deal and you had a deadline for this brand deal, or you would not get paid if it is not uploaded by a certain time, the work would be done by that time.
I had to turn down a 3-month brand deal with Epidemic because I don't have any time. I haven't posted a video on my channel in 3 months. I was like, there's absolutely no way I can do it.
Because you're not making a commitment to say, okay, if I have to make a video and I only have and ration this time to make a video and I have to upload, like Ali Abdal and Graham Stephan, their whole thing is, I will not miss a week of uploading a video.
Yeah.
And that's why they have millions of subs, is because they were able for 3 years to not miss a week.
Yeah.
3 years, not missing a week, million subscribers. I see it over and over again when you make quality content, and you make quality content. You can grow and you can get deals. Anything you want can happen if you make commitments to things that will produce those outcomes.
I think I need to figure out what my priorities are, because I definitely waste a lot of time, even on clients that are not as worth it. That's why I want to kind of find an assistant so that they can do the grunt work that just takes time. Because I do want to prioritize my channel, and I had that mentality a couple years ago. I was like, I have to post every week, and I would
And you grew.
Yeah. So I know
because you did that. I watched it.
So I want to obviously do that again. I think I literally just don't have priorities set straight, but then the money issue obviously takes priority. So then there's I don't know. It's just,
the truth is that
you said it yourself. You turned down 3 months of good money, because I know what that money looks like. You turned 3 months of good money down because you can't commit to the time, and you haven't set it in your brain that, okay, 3 videos, I could literally set my cap to where I don't spend more than 10 hours per video, and I find 10 hours a month to hit a video out. And you can find that. You could say, okay, and when it's done, it's done. And when it's done,
you find the time to do it, but you have to convince yourself that it's not an arbitrary deadline. Because if you're telling yourself whatever, next Tuesday,
you can't give yourself 100 hours to make a video. You just cannot.
It's not. Do it. Yeah. So I have been in a position where I've been traveling on the road, and I'm talking when I travel, I wake up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I hit the road, and then I don't come back until 9 or 10 o'clock at night, right after I've already had dinner. So even during those times, I have been able to do a video every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day. And looking back at it, when I travel now, I'm like, how did I do it? How did I do that? And it's because I set the expectation that every day at this time, I needed to have a video published on my YouTube channel. And it was just a thing that helped me to stay consistent because it was on the calendar and it was something that I needed to do. Even if it was just the only one who was going to hold me accountable was me. I mean, yeah, the audience would also hold me accountable, right? By being there, but
even though I don't fully believe in it, I still think that vlog every day in August and vlog every day in April and even Vlogmas can be helpful exercises.
It's a good exercise.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I was like that too. Like when I when I was in school and I was really busy with school, I was posting 2 times a week. That was pretty nuts. But I was very dedicated to it.
Yeah.
And but now I think like I get that mindset and I think I could get back there. It's just I think also I want to like switch up my content a lot to where I want to post like once a month but have it be a really big, well thought out video.
You're not there in life yet. I know why you want to do that. And it's nice when you look at James, Johnny, and those people, but those people are also all in on YouTube. You're not in a position in life where you can make a big banger video like that. Cause again, it's been 3 months. If you were going to do it, you could have gotten one out and a piece in the last said months, but you're not in that place in life. It's acknowledging that. And that's why even with me, there's content that I keep thinking, yeah, I would like to do this and do that. And I go, that's not where I am in life. That's why one of the formats that I adopted is, okay, I'm just going to make like a 15 tips on something a deep dive, 15 tips on something I really care about that I know about, 15 tips. It's going to be between like a 18 to 25 or 30-minute video, but okay, 15 tips, boom, as quickly as I can, as good a tip as I can come up with. And that also in the future can be cut down and remixed. And like, I can do a lot with that if I do that format. It's been working out really well. I can like sustain that format. And then I have another format that I've been working on too. And so like by making stuff that's like sustainable, I can go, okay, I can make a 15 tips. I can make a best 5 of, I can make a blah, blah, blah in 3 steps video. I can make content that's really well made and really easy on my life to do because I'm acknowledging, okay, I have too much going on. And what I want consistency back and I want the habit of making videos back. So I have to make videos that I can actually make and get out in a reasonable amount of time that aren't hard on me to do and that I can still feel good about. Because what I won't feel good about is not uploading.
Right, exactly. If you set that as the stakes, then suddenly there's less pressure about perfectionism.
If the win is uploading and not breaking the chain, that's a really good way to go.
Yeah, exactly. It's defining that as the success, right? Because that's really the point of Veda as well.
The whole
point is like
making one video a month. I know it comes from like Mr. Beast and people like that. That's not practical for most people.
Yeah.
Making one banger video, making one all-out video, and then also hoping it goes viral to do everything you need to grow a channel is just not practical. It just doesn't make sense for most people. It'd be nice, but literally, if you're not in a position where you can literally do YouTube and nothing, you know who can do that?
I think, too, it doesn't really fit like the kind of content that you're making right now, Audrey.
I like the content. The content that you were making with your Playing with Fire series was so thoughtful. Yeah. And it doesn't feel like.
I mean, I like those too. I think I just want to like, because I've been saying this for a while. I don't want them to always be reliant on like other people. So I don't know. I think
Fire is reliant on other people, but I think you could just make another format then if you don't want to. Like, there's nothing that said you couldn't make a tutorial or a video editing process video once a month or once a week, huh?
Like I don't know. I don't want to like waste my. The thing with like my channel is I feel like I could have, for example, done tutorials 2 years ago and been consistent with it and it would have been fine, but I don't want to do that. So
aside from making big banger videos, what do you want to do?
I mean, that's why I'm trying to figure out the formatting, but I love the Playing with Fire. I think the essence of that is what I always want to do. It's just I think you have to come up with, here's the thing, until you know what you want to do, find something that serves your audience. Because the thing is, I can't do all the things I want to do, but what I can do is give my audience a video that makes sense for them. I guess I'm kind of in like the limbo where YouTube isn't paying my bills, so I don't want to make things that I don't want to make.
Okay, so that makes some sense, but it's like, but what about the audience? Because you ghosting. But also,
audience. I mean, I know like the thing with a lot of people who watch my stuff, I feel like they don't every time I make a video that's more of like a tutorial or something, it's fine. But every time I make something that like I put more effort into and there's like a story there or a process, like every time I post Playing with Fire, people are like, oh my God, I love this. There's like a story, there's struggle.
Okay, that's great, but you haven't been able to, but you've like ghosted them for 3 months and not given them either of those things.
I know.
So the thing is, I would argue that one, better habits allow for consistency. Because here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, I was listening to, so this isn't tea or anything. I was like listening to the Graham Stephan show the other day. Graham does not love making the side hustle videos or the passive income videos. He makes them because they do really well on the channel and because the audience loves them, raves about them, and it makes an F ton of money. Like, he's not in love with those videos. In fact, like, the thing is, he likes the videos they're doing over on the Family vlog channel because part of him always wanted to be like a YouTube vlogger or a little bit of a prank or a David Dobrik type. And like, he has his version of it, but he also then gets frustrated because those don't perform as well. And he's gotten on the YouTube adrenaline treadmill of, he said this in the podcast, so this is not tea or anything. He literally was saying this in his one of his recent podcasts of like, oh man, I wish that these videos would just do better, because for him, he's like, they're doing all right and everything, but it's that whole, once you have so much success, you want to see the numbers climb and climb and climb. So for him, it's like a video game where he's not getting the high score anymore, but it's like, but dude, you're playing a different video game. It's the YouTube, but it's a different video game. It's vlogging. It's not the same as your other stuff or whatever. And so, and he knows that, and he said as much, but like, so here's the thing, even with your channel, it's like, there are videos like, okay, or again, let's use our friend Sarah, one for you, one for them. You like to do the Playing with Fire stuff, and you also are trying to find another format that doesn't rely on other people. Okay, but in the meantime, to not ghost the audience, give them something that you are capable of doing that is fine. Like, so you don't ghost them for 3 months because it's like, oh, wow, I see you every 3 months. That's like, you know, like if we're trying to grow an audience, if we got YouTube goals,
I know, you're right.
You know, like ghosting the audience is not bueno.
I did vlog yesterday. I vlogged my day, so I might literally just drop something simple just to break the 3 month streak, because it's really crushing my soul. So, but yeah,
I think that's a good idea.
I need to figure out something in between that doesn't require too much effort.
Something that's a little bit low effort.
Yeah.
But you still have to.
It doesn't have to be, it could be low effort on an edit and production, but it could be bring your all in your delivery. Because that's what I started doing is realizing I don't need the fancy editing. I don't need all the B-roll. I'm enough if I just show up and I just do you realize that I've been able to do rant videos that had like almost no B-roll and people watch it and get like, you realize like I've done videos where all I did was pick a topic that I know people basically, for example, something I'm like, okay, we're all probably pissed about that. And I can get somewhere between 25 to 150K views without any freaking B-roll, because all I have to do is lay out something that people are emotionally invested in.
Right.
Yeah.
Like no B-roll, no agonizing over the edit, because all I have to do is sit there and not necessarily scream or yell at the camera, but lay out okay, here's the problem. This is like bad, or here's how I feel about it, or okay, let's salvage a silver lining from this or learn a lesson here. And okay, how do we feel about that? Y'all tell me in the comments. And it works. Like what I did the whole, okay, YouTube's not paying creators. I'd use a ton of B-roll in that or nothing. I just talked about, and I outlined like the issue, and I brought up a little bit of screenshots of the policy. I literally just said, okay, here's a couple of screenshots of the policy in the entry of the video, and talked about and laid out the policy and how it affects creators, why I think it's bad, why I think they wanted to accomplish. And that was like, and it was like a 20-minute video. I got like, God, what was it? Like 80,000 views on that. You can get, there's ways to, views are largely dictated by people's interest in a subject matter. You can find things to talk about that are interesting, that you don't have to over edit, that you can be authentic about. You don't have to phone it in. Just because you might not overdo the edit doesn't mean you have to underplay the delivery.
Yeah.
You like talking about YouTube, so there's things you could talk about You love talking about YouTube. You could find things to talk about.
I think I just need to figure out what I want to do before. I don't know. Or maybe not. Maybe I should just start posting random.
I think that you should document the figuring out part of it.
I think you literally could talk about this whole slump of not knowing what you wanted. Like, I
That's
don't
what
like,
I'm talking about.
Here's the title for a video.
She's all like, I gotta
That's what I've
figure
been
it out.
kind of
before I
doing with my vlog.
Watch this. Watch, here's a vlog, and here's a topic for you. I don't know what to do with my life. Quarter life crisis.
Title. I don't know what to do with my life.
Yeah,
and then in the thumbnail, quarter life crisis.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. All right.
And then
I mean, it sounds like you're there.
I just with my channel, honestly.
And here's the thumbnail: you looking down and sad while cradling Rusty like he's your child, and looking sad.
Oh my god!
I don't want it to be.
We can put like a little bib on him.
That's a clickbait. But that's a clickbait.
Can we get you like a little bottle? Does Rusty have a bottle?
Anything,
like be holding a bottle.
You can say anything you want. You can say anything you want in the video, but if that's the title and thumbnail, I promise you it gets views.
Yeah, 100%.
But you can talk about anything you want in the video. All you have to do is clickbait the title and thumbnail, and then you can talk about anything you want.
Oh god, I know. Maybe not. I don't know what to do with my life.
That's a clickbait title.
But it's not true.
It's just the title to get people to watch the video.
I know.
Ali Abdal does stuff like that and then changes the title later. Sarah's done it. Everybody, like Mr. Beast, people like you. It's not outrightly a lie.
I do it all the time.
You are figuring out my life, figuring out my life, quarter life crisis. But I think the more interesting title is I don't know what to do with my life because that's relatable. Hashtag relatable. That's what YouTube's all about.
I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys.
Do it for the vlog.
I have been vlogging, guys. I started off at on the airplane in Miami, so I have been filming some clips here and there. And I was thinking, I think what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna see how interesting and how fun it is, and I might just like post a summary of this whole trip, like David Dobrik style. Just have little clips of here and there.
I might review all the Star Wars Vision episodes on my other channel. I'm not even kidding. I might just literally review.
Wait, which channel though?
More Roberto Blake.
Oh, okay.
The one where I did the Mr. Beast burger review.
Right.
Where people actually cared about me doing a taste test. 2,000 people actually cared about me doing a taste test of burgers.
Are we gonna do a collab video when we're all out here together?
If we do, if it's a fun video, then if we do, for me, it'll go on that.
Are you gonna skip the podcast?
Oh god,
we're all in purpose. We're all in person. We usually skip the podcast when we're in person.
Yeah.
To actually hang out.
We'll just post a selfie on the account and be like,
in the community tab.
You know what we do?
Oh no, we don't have the community tab yet. We don't have 500.
No. What we do is we take this old school and we just make one video that's just the image, that's a selfie of us, and then have some
we're not doing that.
Music.
We're not
looping.
I'm down.
We're not.
It sounds like we died or something, and like
we're not rickrolling. We could film something, and we could just film an episode or something and not edit it and upload it.
Look. All right. I mean, anyway, that's my plan with my vlog. So you'll see me recording some random moments.
I don't think I'm going to record at all. Maybe I'll record like random things of its own. But the past 2 times I carried around my camera the entire time, barely used it. So I'm not doing that yet. There's no way.
I can.
But I got a fancy new fanny pack, so
I can use some help filming behind the scenes.
I gotta use it.
I don't know if y'all are down. I could use help filming behind the scenes of stuff while I'm at Vid Summit.
Ooh, I got you.
Okay, please.
RedRomina will just follow you around.
I'm gonna be busy.
I have a very big interview. I'll tell you guys about it after the show. But I have a very. I don't know if I sent it to y'all. No, I don't think I sent it to y'all.
What's the interview?
With me?
I'm gonna tell y'all after the show. Seriously, I'm gonna tell y'all after the show.
Have you finished your talk? Are you
almost? But I kind of know what this talk is. It's like I could do this talk in my sleep. So I have to finish my slides, is what it is. finish my slides.
Cool.
I'm the kind of person who sometimes does their slides on the plane.
I keep hearing people who say they're not going. I'm kind of scared that there's going to be like barely anyone.
No, that'd actually be the
That's
best
really
thing that could
good,
happen.
actually.
That'd be the best thing that could
True.
happen.
Right? Like if
That'd be
only
the
like
best thing that could
200
happen.
people show up, that's
then
like
it's the smallest crowd.
then you
and then
can
it's like,
connect with
great, I get
people.
to sit there and I'm like, great.
And then you know what?
We can hog Mr. Beast.
Those
and
are the real
Eric
ones.
And all these people and the YouTube employees. And there's going to be YouTube employees there that we can like talk to about like the systems and stuff like that. There's like 3 YouTube employees who are speaking on stage.
I'm going to hog Audrey Ember.
I will run. I will sprint. I see Romina.
You cross the street.
I will take off sprinting.
Okay, all right. Don't be in my vlog. It's fine.
You'll just see me sprinting away in the background. If you said David Dobrik, I gotta do something weird. That's how those videos work.
He's stuck in Slovakia or something.
No, he just got back.
Oh.
I saw it on his Instagram.
Okay.
I'm not a stalker. I just saw his story.
Guys, I'm just trying to
His brand is back, by the way. Like
I'm
he
trying
gets
to
the
build
same
up
amount of dislikes he used to get.
I'm trying to build up my brand so that I get to the point where I just surprise both of you guys with a trip to Hawaii.
Okay, I'm down. I'll take it.
And then I'll just sprint away.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, that would be the ultimate reaction for a video. You're like, do you want to go to Hawaii? And I just like leave. I just take off running in the opposite. No one will expect it, Romina.
They will because you just disclosed it
to
the internet.
The sleuths can figure it out, but most
there are thousands of viewers.
Yes, to our 3 people watching right now.
You don't know how many people are listening on the podcast. It might be more.
I'm gonna have to watch the new. I'm gonna have to watch
our replays do a lot better than our live streams.
Of course they do. That's YouTube.
Yeah, I'm just telling Audrey she's gotta calm down.
Where's our how many subs are we at? I don't know.
300 and change.
Where's our 300 and change people? What do they gotta do that's more important than listening to us?
Probably work.
Everything. Literally anything else. Literally anything. No, but at VidSum, I'm probably gonna ask you guys a lot of questions about my channel and stuff because I feel I'm just confused right now. So
every creator has this most creators anyway have this experience where they don't know necessarily what to do or what they want or what they've been doing doesn't match what they want to do or something like that. And in many cases, unless they have a specific thing that they're committed to, the way David Dobrik has been committed to like the 4-minute 20-second format and things like that. Like, because again, remember what I said, the decision's already made, and then the things that he wants to do and so on and so forth. A lot of the ones who can be consistent, they commit. But the thing is, they don't make it. That commitment doesn't rob them of all their creativity magically all of a sudden because it's not open-ended. You know, you have to. I think you have to embrace and not feeling afraid of making a decision and making a commitment and feeling like that. If I decide to commit to something, then I'm never creative again. Because that's what I feel like. The fear of committing is but if I do that, I never have the freedom to be creative.
Roberto, if my desire is to make David Dobrik videos, what steps should I take?
Post them on TikTok.
Okay, all right. Without the TikTok strategy,
you have to be willing to maim your friends.
Okay, without the toxic behavior.
You have to clout chase, Romina.
Clout chase. What if I am the clout?
Well, no. The reality is here's the truth. The thing that worked. The thing that works for David Dobrik, because even Eric was able to replicate this, Mr. Beast, all these people, you have to literally engage in spectacle. You have to engage in spectacle, but you also have to add some level of style and uniqueness and identity that builds a brand around what you do. Because there's a very specific, even if Mr. Beast wasn't in it, you would know a Mr. Beast video if it keeps everything the same except for Mr. Beast isn't in it. You would know, that's a Mr. Beast intro. That's a Mr. Beast title. that's a Mr. Beast style video. Because if I say the words last to leave the circle, okay, Mr. Beast. It's like last one to touch it keeps it up. That's Mr. Beast. Like, we all know, like, giving away X amount of money, donating blah 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 to streamers. These are like Mr. Beast formats. So he made himself known for that. There are things that David Dobrik, Mr. Beast, Eric, Dream, Corpse. There are things that they do to make their thing known and branded to them and associated with them. But what they all have in common is they create spectacle. They do these larger than life kind of ridiculous things. I mean, to some extent, at one point, even like Peter McKinnon, taking apart a $6,000 camera, what's inside? They got like viral for cutting things in half. And then it got bigger and better and to absurd things, cutting a YouTube silver play.
Yeah, but that was very specific. And I think like people...
But everyone has a thing that's specific to their thing. It's not always first. It's first, best, or different. Everything is first, best, or different.
No. That's not what I was saying. I was just saying that at first, it was what's inside. It was very specific to what is literally inside the thing, right? Yeah. Cutting things in half.
And then they evolved.
Right. But it's very different. It's a very different comparison to like what David Dobrik does.
What I'm saying is, every one of the thing that these people have in common is they all found different ways to create spectacle, absurdity, curiosity, and brand.
What do you guys think about the spectacle direction YouTube is going?
Are you asking the same question as our audience member, Audrey, right now?
Yes, I've been thinking a lot about this, though.
No, because here's the problem with spectacle. Spectacle reduces the ability to grow on YouTube at a massive level, not a macro level like me or a mid-tier level like me. But if you want a massive level, if you want millions of subscribers without just grinding it out, then the spectacle basically reduces it down to rich people doing rich people things. I don't think there's a creator anymore. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Is there a creator anymore over 1 million subscribers in recent times, not from an OG YouTuber, like, but recent times, the recent people to get to 1 million plus subscribers? Explain to me how it's not rich people doing rich people things.
Yeah.
Stamps.
Kelly Stamps?
She's
Kelly Stamps.
Planes.
Oh, you mean who travels, moves every like other video, moves to another town?
He went down to like San Diego for a taco or something.
Not when she started.
After 100K subscribers, though.
Yeah, okay. Or no, more than that.
Maybe 250,000. But
right.
But she got that 250,000 quickly after the 100K.
So what are you saying? After a few 100K, then you got to start doing the whole spectacle thing. Is that what you're saying?
People can grind their way, or even, well, think about it. In her case, she was doing fun stuff, but she had a couple of videos blow up and get viral, and she capitalized on that. And then she got like 200K from that, which is fine. And I love Kelly Stamps. We all love Kelly Stamps. But after that, it became, okay, it was financially viable and sustainable to then start creating spectacle. And so in a lot of ways she did. Now, her method of creating spectacle always didn't rely on money. Sometimes it relied on being to subject herself to potential embarrassment, like giving a doing karaoke out loud in public, doing K-pop karaoke out loud. Like, so that's spectacle that doesn't necessarily require money, that requires risk or embarrassment. That's another thing that people do, because that's what stunts and pranks are. Stunts and pranks are another form of spectacle.
So it's another level of spectacle that doesn't require
money. So you either have to throw, in many cases, YouTube spectacle either is people being unembarrassed.
Is it like Glozell style?
You can go unembarrassed and shameless, or you can go rich people doing rich people things.
Right. So are we talking like Glozell?
Possibly.
Because she definitely did like spectacle, but not in the same level as
also
flying places,
but wasn't able to sustain it.
Right. Well, she also didn't evolve from there. Right.
So like, because again, I don't think you can get to millions purely on personality anymore. I don't think that's been true for a very long time.
I think the bigger channels always go back to the personality stuff, but it's always after they've grown. Shorts, a little bit.
Shorts, if it's not people who are already famous in another platform, shorts is spectacle too. Max the Meat Guy. His stuff is amazing, but it's spectacle.
Oh man, you gonna make me hungry again. Remember that one time you introduced us to him and I just spent the entire episode just watching his videos while you guys talked?
Yeah, I did the same thing to CoffeeZilla and Amish, and I had them hungry, but they're like, I had people.
I mean, all it takes is like 30 seconds of me watching one of those videos, and I'm salivating.
Yeah, just like.
Yeah. Oh man. Man.
Yeah, even information videos are going spectacle. Graham went from straightforward advice videos to spectacle and stuff like that. Andre Jeek, Meet Kevin was always spectacle, to be honest, but he's very informational. And again, there's nothing against those creators or nothing. Even Ali Abdal is the titles are going to spectacle in their own way. He's not performing in a spectacular over the top way, but the titles are. And there's also spectacle. Even actually, I take that back because the spectacle is this doctor, this young, successful doctor / YouTuber / millionaire.
Right. I mean, him and himself, he is the spectacle.
Exactly. So that's like
right. Yeah.
So like through.
So like again, I can't just be the average Romina.
No, you gotta live in a van, or you gotta move somewhere random.
But I don't want to live in a van.
That's what gets the view.
So I got okay. Roberto's like okay.
Strange parts. Went to before pre-pandemic. Went to China, built an iPhone from scratch. Went to all the manufacturers.
So I got to get a fancy loft.
Sarah's most popular video is not the Casey Neistat video. Sarah's most popular video is literally jumping out of a plane in 360.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's her really most viral video of all time is literally jumping out of a plane in 360.
But the turnover was probably not as good on that one.
What's that?
What do you mean by
turnover? Was probably not as good as the Casey video.
No,
you mean like the long term? Yeah.
No, she got more views. She got more views and more replay and watch time on that.
I mean, I'm saying like subs.
Right, she just means like as a loyal, but wow, okay.
Like, how loyal do you think? Like, people who come from a YouTube shout out don't like. Even when you have good content like Sarah's, there's only so much like loyalty, and that's no offense. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, no. But it's also like, is it really that bad, right? I mean, does she want a bunch of people following her because of a skydiving video? Because then all of a sudden now it's like people want to see skydiving videos.
Well, no, that skydiving video because it was in 360 with the Samsung 360 camera.
No, yeah, I know that, but I'm saying a lot of people also watch that just because it was skydiving or because it was exciting. It's one of those videos that people just watch.
But that's enough of a curiosity play to get you to watch her other inventory of videos, and there's enough there to subscribe to. So top of funnel. You don't need the video that people watch is not the one they hit subscribe on. It leads them to the third video they watch that they hit subscribe on.
Guys, listen. I would talk about this all night, but now that you mentioned the meat guy, I'm kind of hungry. So I think we should start wrapping up. We've also been talking for like an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But I mean, do you guys get what I'm saying? It's like there has to be an enticement. I mean, my way of doing with information videos is basically, here's how the sky's falling this time. No, for real. If you look at what's been getting me views in the last 2 years, that gets me over 100,000 years. 100,000 views.
100,000 years.
No, I was showing my age there. But the ancient spirits of evil, but anyway, so yeah, it's what gets me views, and I'm not even negative in the videos. That's the interesting thing. I don't have to be negative in the videos, but if I use a negative headline and thumbnail, even if I'm positive in the video, that worked for Graham too. That worked for Graham too. So like you can be positive and upbeat in the video, but if that title and thumbnail is doom and gloom, it gets the clicks. I swear to you.
Yep.
Speaking
of loan of 100K
doom
years.
and gloom.
Oh, watch this. Here's a title that gets views.
All right.
Instagram betrayed photographers.
Maybe.
Yeah, their quality is awful. Why is it
but
so,
also
so
the fact
bad?
that they deprioritize the photo feed for reels and stuff like that. Like watch this. Oh, watch this one. It's like the end of Instagram influencers. It's like Instagram betrayed us all. Like there's like those are clickbait freaking titles. Like those are clickbait titles. Here's a clickbait title. I bought every Sony camera lens. And
have you made that video yet?
Not yet. Working on it. But because I've really bought every Sony camera lens.
You should do that one.
I am working on it. It's that's an interesting video to make. It was such an unhealthy amount of money to spend. It's like, oh, here's a title. I bought a house with my YouTube paycheck. The video for the empty house tour.
Do it. Are you gonna do a house tour?
Would you put that on your more Roberto channel or your main one?
I think I would put it on the main one because then I just get to talk about the process of buying a home as a YouTuber, which is like a business-y type thing.
Yeah.
But it's clickbait. But it's
Yeah. That would make sense.
All right, guys.
Yeah, Jimmy, I bought everything except for the 2 lenses that themselves are too absurd to buy. I bought all the Sony G Master lenses except for the 2 lenses that are $12,000 a piece because that's just, you rent those lenses. You rent those. Like you don't buy them. It's like, and they're so big. They're so big. You'd have to literally buy a special bag just to carry them and you have to insure them. They're like, that's just too much at that point. I live in Atlanta. That might also be asking to be robbed. But yeah, I bought every lens except for the 400 millimeter and the 600 millimeter because they're $12,000 a piece. Because that's just too much, even for me. But it is a clickbait title. But it's like, it's just barely clickbait because I'm like, well, I bought every Sony camera lens except for these 2 because that's just absurd. And I don't
You know what sucks is that I can't vlog the fact that I'm NARPing right now because I'm using my camera.
The camera that we're,
I need to get another one. I mean, I could probably use my phone's charging. Yeah, because
you sold the A51.
No, but I actually don't know where it is right now. I did bring it because I didn't have, I had this camera delivered here to LA.
I see.
So I didn't have it with me. So to begin my video, I started with the A5100, which is what I had in mind. So I had to actually come. So I actually had to come with that camera, but I don't know where I put it now.
When you get it, you could always also just like make a video about the ZV-E10. You use the 5100 to help you film the.
I did actually film my unboxing.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah. So I filmed a little bit of that. Yeah. Again, like random stuff. I'm not sure where I'll put that.
A random Romina. A random Romina appears.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be just randomness all over the place. I'm going to rename my channel
Random Romina
to Random Romina.
I mean, you could, and it would actually make sense.
Excuse me? No, man.
Next time we talk, we're all going to be at Vid Summit.
Yeah.
We haven't all
on
been
Tuesday
together for like 2 years.
Are you going to be there on Tuesday? When are you
coming in on Monday.
No, I know you are. I'm talking about Audrey.
I'll be there whenever you guys are there. I'm going to bring my computer. I'll probably be working a little bit there.
I am literally like 10 minutes away from where Vid Summit is going to be. So
isn't there just that party on the first day? Party?
I don't know.
It's networking party the first day, Tuesday. Then it's actually business on Wednesday.
I haven't seen the schedule at all.
And then people are leaving on Friday morning, except for me, because I'm staying the weekend and then going back Monday. So I'm Monday to Monday.
Oh, man. I'm leaving Friday afternoon.
I haven't left anywhere like for the last 2 freaking years. So I'm like, I'm spending a week in California. Screw it.
We should do something, guys. I know we're all busy, but it's not every day that we're all in the same spot.
We'll have time.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have an outro?
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you for listening to No Something Required Podcast, a podcast where we talk about nothing and count down to the end of the world. Tune in next. Well, actually, you can't tune in next week, or we'll let you know. But tune in usually on Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time-ish, for another exciting episode. This has been your trio of hosts, starting with Audrey, doesn't know what to do with herself, Ember, RedRomina, and of course, your Dark Lord of the Internet, Roberto Blake. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you next time. Nope.